Ever wondered which fast food giants are currently on the ropes? With countless fast food options at our fingertips, it's easy to forget that not all of them are thriving. In fact, some of the biggest names in the industry are facing major struggles right now. From iconic burger joints to beloved sandwich shops, many chains that were once bustling with customers are now grappling with serious financial difficulties. How did these once celebrated establishments fall from grace? What's driving their current crises? Let's dive into the top 13 fast food chains that are seriously struggling right now and uncover the challenges they're facing. Stick around as we explore the turbulent times hitting these fast food favorites and what the future might hold for them. You might be surprised by just how dramatic these stories are. But before we dive in, if you think this puppy's face is adorable enough to win an Oscar, show some love by liking and subscribing. Ready to get the scoop on the fast food chains in trouble? Let's jump right in. 1. Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme donuts are available in thousands of chain bakeries, convenience stores, and grocery outlets across the country. Yet, the brand has maintained its reputation as the go-to donut shop for millions of Americans. A round of store closures in 2023 eliminated dozens of underperforming locations, allowing the company to save on costs during a period of disappointing financial results. While this strategy offered short-term relief, CEO Michael J. Tattersfield recently announced upcoming layoffs as the chain plans to save on labor costs by increasing automation in its stores. This move suggests that Krispy Kreme's financial challenges are far from resolved. 2. Blimpie. Now let's look at Blimpie, once a dominant sandwich chain in the U.S. Its rapid expansion during the 1980s and 1990s marked the beginning of the company's troubles. Many franchise operators failed to meet the chain's quality standards and were not financially stable. As competitors like Subway and Jimmy John's gained popularity, Blimpie started losing ground. From 2002 to 2011, the company closed over 1,000 locations, and recent years have seen the closure of at least 500 more. Blimpie's latest earnings reports indicate that the situation remains dire, with falling sales and declining revenue. The restaurant chain is still hanging on, but without the competitive advantages of its rivals, its future looks uncertain. 3. Krystal. Transitioning to the Southeast, the oldest fast food chain in the region has been serving up sliders for almost a century. Despite its long history, the chain continues to face tough times. Krystal's limited presence, concentrated in the South and spread across less than a dozen states, means it lacks the widespread reach of its competitors. Founded in 1932, Krystal initially capitalized on the popularity of White Castle's sliders, but in recent years, it has downsized and streamlined its menu. Unfortunately, the chain failed to reduce its operating expenses, leading to a decade of declining service and quality, which tarnished its reputation and resulted in sales plummeting by an average of 10% annually. As Krystal approaches its 100th anniversary, it was forced into Chapter 11 bankruptcy in January 2020. However, new ownership has brought fresh ideas, including plans to remodel stores to use 10% less labor and 20% less cooking space, while nearly doubling the number of locations over the next 5 years. 4. Jack in the Box. Shifting to the West Coast, Jack in the Box has endured its share of rough times since its founding in 1951. In the 1980s, the chain faced a scandal when it was sued for selling horse meat labeled as beef. Then, in 1993, a food poisoning outbreak sickened over 700 people and resulted in the deaths of 4 children, nearly leading to the chain's demise. However, by the early 2000s, Jack in the Box had regained consumer confidence and solidified its position as one of America's most famous burger chains. Today, the company is struggling with soaring meat costs, increased competition from higher-end chains like Shake Shack, and changing consumer preferences. Currently, Jack in the Box is on a bankruptcy watch list, with Moody's naming it as one of the 10 major restaurant chains most at risk of going under during a recession. 5. Quiznos. Switching gears to the sandwich industry, Quiznos, once known for its toasted subs, soups, and salads, was a major competitor to Subway, boasting over 5,000 locations in the US and abroad. However, for more than a decade, the chain has been struggling with declining sales and rising debt as consumers opt for cheaper and healthier alternatives. Quiznos has also been embroiled in legal disputes with franchisees, who accuse the company of charging excessive fees, providing poor support, and engaging in unfair practices. In 2023, Quiznos saw its annual sales decline by 23.6%, and its average unit volume dropped by 18.9%. The chain has closed more than 4,000 restaurants since 2007, with over 300 closures in 2023 alone. Despite being under new ownership and management, the future of Quiznos remains uncertain. 6. Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings, a chain that seemingly has all the elements for success, fun foods, sports, and cozy hangouts, has nonetheless been grappling with profitability issues for years. This led shareholders to pressure the company into selling underperforming locations to franchisees. However, when a chicken wing shortage and soaring prices hit the market, some of the chain's problems became insurmountable. Increased menu prices drove sales even lower, especially as rivals like McDonald's and KFC continued offering wings at cheaper prices. Recent consumer complaints about declining product quality have only added to Buffalo Wild Wings' woes. If the company doesn't address its issues soon, it may fall into distress in the coming months. 7. Papa John's. The popular pizza chain Papa John's is crumbling, and its former CEO, John Schnatter, is largely blamed for the downfall. Schnatter has made headlines for all the wrong reasons, from his controversial remarks about NFL players to using a racial slur on a conference call. After being forced to step down as CEO, Schnatter still owned 31% of the company's stock, maintaining significant influence. His subsequent actions, including publicly criticizing the current leadership and attempting to regain control, have damaged the company's reputation. As a result, Papa John's lost its lucrative NFL partnership to Pizza Hut and has been forced to spend millions to support struggling franchisees and rehabilitate its image. With Schnatter not backing down, the chain remains in danger of disappearing from the market. 8. Soup Plantation and Sweet Tomatoes. Soup Plantation and Sweet Tomatoes were more than just dining spots. They were community favorites, known for their buffet-style offerings and a welcoming, community-centric atmosphere. These restaurants held a special place in the hearts of many, serving as cherished gathering hubs for friends and families alike. However, the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic brought unprecedented challenges. The buffet-style dining model, once a major draw, became a liability as health concerns and restrictions made such formats untenable. The devastating impact of the pandemic led to the closure of all approximately 100 locations, marking the end of an era for this beloved chain. Adding to the heartbreak, the parent company, Garden Fresh Restaurants, filed for bankruptcy, sealing the fate of these once thriving community hubs. 9. KFC, one of the world's largest and oldest fast food chains, is famous for its fried chicken and secret recipe of 11 herbs and spices. However, the chain has been losing its appeal and market share as consumers shift toward healthier and more diverse options. KFC has also faced increasing competition from other chicken chains such as Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, and Raising Cane's. Reports indicate that KFC's annual sales declined by 1.1% in 2023, and its average unit volume dropped by 2.5%. The chain has shut down nearly 70 restaurants since 2020, with 35 closures occurring in the past 12 months alone. The most surprising move was KFC's complete exit from Louisiana, where it shut down its last 7 remaining locations without warning. Analysts speculate that the closures were due to underperformance and lack of profitability. 10. Subway. As we move to the world's largest fast food chain, Subway, with over 40,000 locations in more than 100 countries, the challenges it faces are significant. Famous for its customizable sandwiches, salads, and wraps, Subway's recent years have been marred by a series of scandals and declining quality. The chain has faced lawsuits over its tuna not being real tuna, backlash for using azotocarbonamide in its bread, and the arrest of its former spokesman, Jared Fogle, for child pornography and sex crimes. Subway's annual sales dropped by 3.6% in 2023, and its average unit volume fell by 4.3%. The chain has closed over 2,000 restaurants since 2018, with more than 1,000 closures in 2023 alone. Despite efforts to reinvent itself with a new menu, logo, app, and marketing campaign, Subway may still struggle to stop the bleeding. 11. Bravo. Turning our attention to Italian cuisine, the restaurant chains Bravo Cucina Italiana and Brio Tuscan Grill, operated by Bravo Brio Restaurant Group, have faced significant challenges exacerbated by rising food costs and the pandemic. Sales plummeted, leading to numerous closures, including 10 restaurants in 2021 and an additional 71 locations amid state-imposed restrictions. The company had no choice but to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. Like Bravo, Red Lobster has also encountered difficulties, with multiple closures raising concerns about the chain's future, despite reassurances from its owner. 12. Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake, known for its steak burgers, milkshakes, and diner-style table service, was once a popular and profitable brand with over 600 locations in the U.S. and abroad. However, the chain has struggled to adapt to changing consumer tastes and an increasingly competitive landscape. Consumers now favor faster and fresher options, leaving Steak and Shake behind. The chain has also faced operational and financial issues, including slow service, high labor costs, low customer satisfaction, and declining sales and profits. According to Restaurant Business, Steak and Shake's annual sales declined by 26.1% in 2023, and its average unit volume dropped by 23.4%. The chain has closed more than 300 restaurants since 2018, with over 200 closures in 2023 alone. The company is now attempting to convert its restaurants to a franchise model, but it remains to be seen if this move can revive the brand's fortunes. 13. Ruby Tuesday. Lastly, Ruby Tuesday, once a thriving casual dining chain known for its American cuisine and salad bar, has struggled to keep up with the times. Despite multiple attempts to revamp its menu, decor, and image, the chain has seen declining sales, traffic, and profitability for over a decade. Ruby Tuesday has also faced increased competition from newer and more innovative restaurant concepts. The COVID-19 pandemic dealt the final blow to Ruby Tuesday, which filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in October 2020. The company has since closed over 200 locations and currently operates around 209 restaurants, down from over 900 at its peak. Ruby Tuesday is now focusing on its digital presence and delivery services, but its future remains uncertain as it tries to attract a new generation of customers. So there you have it, 13 fast food chains that are fighting an uphill battle right now. From financial troubles to market shifts, these brands are facing challenges that could reshape the fast food landscape. It's clear that even the biggest names aren't immune to struggle. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. We love bringing you the latest and most intriguing stories from the world of food. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.